Good morning, everyone. Our new chapter is Role of Government in Health. What part does government plays in maintaining the health of its citizens? Right? What policies does government brings in? What funding does the government do to keep its citizens healthy and illness free, right, to keep its citizens free of any kind of illness. Now, this topic is somewhat related to the situation going on currently, right? What is the role our government is playing currently to keep us safe from this deadly coronavirus, right? Our government is taking a lot of initiatives. A lot of policies have been taken up by the government to make sure that people do not suffer. And if by chance, if anyone is getting affected due to this illness, that person is getting all kind of necessary proper medical treatments also. So our government is very active currently, right? Our government is keeping it, like, our government is not leaving any stone unturned. Our government currently is working very hard to keep all of us safe from this deadly disease. So a government always plays some or the other role in making sure that all its citizens are healthy. Why? Because the citizens, the youngsters, are the future generation of India, right? We have to act as a human resource and not as a liability to our nation. So, what is health? Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. Means one who is free of illness and any kind of injuries. Illness refers to both mental and physical, is termed to be healthy. A person who is free from illness. Illness means free from mental and physical illness or any kind of injuries is termed, is said to be healthy. It refers to both mental and physical health. A healthy body is able to operate and function freely and efficiently. Good health makes us appreciate life more. Now, the second topic, that is health care services in India. Here are some facts that will give you an idea of the present state of health services in India. India has the world's largest number of medical colleges and number of medical professionals qualifying every year. Means India has maximum number of medical colleges. So, in other words, India, should have a number of doctors. We should never be, deficient in doctors at least. India should have a lot of doctors as well. Why? Because number of medical colleges are more. India is one of the world's largest producers and biggest exporters of medicines also. There is a considerable increase in the healthcare facilities. A large number of medical tourists visit India every year for treatment. Even, people from other countries also, they come to India to get treated, right? To get their treatment done. They get treatment in world class and high end hospitals. On the other hand, there are some facts regarding the state of healthcare in our country that gives a completely different picture. Almost half of the children are undernourished as they do not get adequate nutritious food to eat. Very big amount of population is unable to get clean drinking water, leading to waterborne diseases. Example, diarrhea, hepatitis and cholera. Approximately 500,000 people die from tuberculosis every year. Malaria is also another disease which has not been brought under control. About 2 million people suffer from malaria every year. Means a country which has maximum number of medical colleges, a country in which maximum number of doctors pass out every year, right? A country which is the largest producer of which is the largest producer and exporter of medicines, right? And a country in which considerably, healthcare facilities have improved, a country in which people from other countries also visit to get their treatment done, right? The condition is worst. Children are undernourished, they are not getting proper food to eat, right? Drinking water, waterborne diseases, people often suffer from waterborne diseases because they don't have access to clean drinking water. We Most of the population, right, 500,000 of population every year, right, die because of tuberculosis. 500,000 people die from tuberculosis every year. Malaria is another disease which has not yet been brought under control. Around 2 million people suffer from malaria every year. Compared to urban areas, rural areas suffer from lack of sound healthcare facilities. Now, urban areas, they have good healthcare facilities, but rural areas, they lack, healthcare facilities, and often people die just, just because of their travel between rural to urban areas, right? They die in midway because they are not able to reach hospitals in time, because rural areas still don't have proper hospitals compared to your urban areas. The reason is that is the reason that maximum patients, they die in the midway. They're not even able to reach hospitals. The ratio of qualified medical practitioners and population is very low there. People have to travel long distances to reach healthcare specialists, and sometimes poor transport and communication facility cause delay in treatment, and people die from minor or curable diseases only because they don't get prompt and timely treatment. Though we have a large number of doctors, clinics, and hospitals, knowledge and experience, we are unable to provide necessary healthcare facilities to all people. And one of the major drawback is this also: the professionals who pass out every year, most of these professionals, they turn to foreign countries. Instead of serving their nation, they serve others nation. The leftover doctors, they don't want to serve in rural areas. That is why our country suffers, right? A country which is having maximum number of medical colleges, a country in which maximum number of students pass out every year, still people are dying, means somewhere, problem is there with the people. Somewhere there are certain problems which need our attention, on which we need to pay attention. Now class, you will go through all these slides once again. You'll just think about these slides and what the current condition of India is. If any query is there, you can ask me on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.